Long ago, in the bustling city of Jerusalem, there lived a little boy named Solomon. He was the son of King David, a brave and wise ruler beloved by the people of Israel, and Bathsheba, a gentle and loving mother. Even as a child, Solomon was curious about the world. He asked many questions, listened carefully, and loved learning about right and wrong. People would say, "This boy will grow up to be very wise." When Solomon turned just 12 years old, his father, King David, passed away. The young boy became the king of Israel, a kingdom that stretched far and wide, full of people and villages, hills and rivers. Though Solomon was young, he carried the weight of a great responsibility, to lead his people with fairness, courage, and wisdom. And Solomon was no ordinary king. When he first took the throne, God appeared to him in a dream and said, "Ask for anything you want, and I will give it to you." Solomon thought carefully. He could ask for treasure or power or a long life. But instead he said, "Please give me wisdom to know what is right and to rule your people well." God was very pleased. He gave Solomon a heart full of wisdom, wiser than anyone who had ever lived. And because Solomon asked for wisdom first, God also blessed him with wealth, honor, and a kingdom filled with peace. Word of his incredible wisdom spread quickly, and people came from faraway lands just to see the young king who could understand what others could not. One day, a most unusual and heartbreaking case came to King Solomon's court. Two women who both lived in the same house and had recently given birth came before him. One of the babies had died, and both mothers claimed that the living baby was theirs. The first woman stepped forward and cried out, her voice trembling with pain. "My lord," she said, "this woman and I live in the same house. I gave birth while she was there. 3 days later she also gave birth. There was no one else with us in the house, only the two of us. But one night, her child died because she accidentally lay on him in her sleep. In the darkness, she crept to my bed while I was sleeping and took my baby from my side, placing her dead child next to me. When I woke up in the morning to nurse my son, I saw that he was lifeless. But as daylight broke and I looked at him carefully, I realized, this was not my child." The second woman interrupted, shaking her head. "No, the living child is mine. The dead one belongs to her." But the first woman would not back down. "That is not true. The dead child is yours. The living one is mine." Back and forth they went, each claiming the child as her own, with no witnesses, no evidence, only their desperate voices and breaking hearts. The court was silent, and everyone turned their eyes to the young king. What could he do? How could he possibly know the truth? But Solomon, seated on his grand ivory throne, remained calm. He looked at both women, not just their faces but into their souls. He thought deeply and then, with a steady voice, gave an unexpected command. "Bring me a sword," he said. Gasps echoed through the room. A guard stepped forward, holding a gleaming sword. Solomon looked at both women and said, "Since you both claim the living child is yours and there is no other way to determine the truth, we shall divide the child. Cut him in two and give half to each of you." At that moment, something powerful happened. One of the women, the real mother, cried out in agony, "No, my lord, please give her the child. Do not kill him. Let him live." But the other woman, the one who was not the child's true mother, coldly said, "Yes, divide him. Let him be neither hers nor mine." Solomon's eyes narrowed. In that moment, the truth was as clear as day. He turned to the guard. "Do not harm the child. Give him to the first woman. She is his true mother." The entire court was filled with awe. The people stood amazed at the wisdom of their king, who had uncovered the truth not through argument or evidence, but by understanding the deepest nature of a mother's love. From that day, the people of Israel held Solomon in deep reverence, for they saw with their own eyes that God had truly given him a heart of wisdom to do justice. And the story of the king who could see through lies and deception spread across the land, reaching the ears of kings and queens in faraway nations. All marveled at Solomon's ability to see what others could not. Throughout his reign, he continued to make wise choices, build great projects, and guide his people with justice and mercy. His story became a symbol of wisdom for the whole world. This story is more than history. It teaches us that real love is selfless. It reveals that true wisdom looks deeper than words, deeper than appearances. And it shows us, perhaps most importantly, how to spot a liar, not always by what they say but by what they are willing to do. A liar protects their pride. But the truth will always protect life.
Do not miss out on the powerful lessons and inspiring stories we have in store, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Follow us for more captivating Bible adventures that will strengthen your faith and uplift your heart. Hit that subscribe button and join the Bible Storytime family today.